Welcome into a new week of WTA everyone. We got Voco here already and Drahuska on standby for that match. We'll drag in Drahuska now. Hello, Drahuska.
Kinda.
There we are. How are you going, Drahuska?
It's too hot
Too hot?
today.
Summer for you, I guess.
Yeah, and we were outside and it was like 39 on the sun, so yeah, not good.
Oh no. Voco, can you join the stream together?
Well, let me give me a second to find the button.
In the
Let me open
meantime,
a
while
Chrome.
Voco's doing that, I was talking to Voco before starting Drahuska. Did you want to try the new format or just stick with the typical sandbox?
I'm okay with the new one.
Okay, so I guess that's difficulty 1, then 15 tiles and 50 marbles. We'll just try 15 tiles and see how it goes. If you guys think the levels are too long, we can adjust it for future matches.
Sounds good.
Alrighty. Hopefully, across all the chats with active chatter, we have enough marbles.
Hopefully.
I'm just looking at it. I'm like, I don't know how many people are here. We'll see, I guess. Alrighty. So settings look good. Jack's here, nice, good to see. But yeah, running over the rules for everyone that's not aware, we'll be changing the format from sandbox to accelerated match format. So very similar. There'll be 2 through sandbox levels that are randomly generated, but in this one, they'll be going up in difficulties each time. I guess one question is, did you guys want to set a difficulty cap, or do you guys just want to keep going to see how high you get?
I think we just keep going.
Okay, if you want to.
Okay.
Again.
So they'll just keep going up in difficulties. So the highest they can see is difficulty 21. If you do hit difficulty 21 and pass it, the rule is to increase the length of the level. So if you hit difficulty 21, plus 5 tiles if you keep going, but reaching difficulty 21 would be fairly difficult with the time, I think. So we'll see how it goes. But so you'll have 40 minutes to do levels, and once the 40 minutes goes up, you can finish that last level you're on. And basically, the order of operations is when you finish a level, you hit difficulty up and then randomize. If you scuff a level, you just have to hit randomize. The reason for that is that some levels are bugged. The basic example is trap tiles. They don't lift up if you go past the tile. So if you hit a trap tile and then don't re-randomize, the trap tile is impossible to get past. Hence I recommend randomizing it. So I'm just making it a standard thing. But yeah, otherwise, just try and beat as many levels as possible. Once we start, I'm assuming both of you guys are going to sit in call for the match, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Then we don't need to do shared chat because we have
Actually, no, we
sandbox.
need the show chat if we're doing viewers in the sandbox.
Sorry. We don't need the pinned message for the share chat because
right.
Yeah.
Here we go. Like we need that for the auto chat.
Yeah. You're right.
Other than like to say that you only need to talk once and you are until the end in.
Yeah. The
Maybe.
active chatter, I think, is basically permanent. So if you type once, you should be in for the entire time. So that's quite convenient for us. Alrighty. That seems to be most of the pre-setup done. So we can probably get under the way with the match soon, and then we can talk about how it went on the other side. So looks like you're both in difficulty 1. All right. Are you ready, Voco?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Are you ready, Drahuska?
Ready.
All right. We'll go on tilt. 3, 2, 1, tilt. Best of luck, both of you.
Good luck.
Yep. Good luck to you.
They're both getting underway. I feel like Voco cheesed the start of it a little bit with how he started, but I'm just going to.
Don't worry, I'm gonna hit a wall eventually that Drahuska is gonna just zoom past me.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be that big a difference that's going to decide the match, but I was like,
I think it's gonna be like one difficulty level where we both
yeah,
just get stuck on and spend like 15 minutes trying to beat.
yeah. Typically, the matches we'd have you re-randomize as the first thing you do, which would get rid of all the marbles, but I'll need to make that more clear for the start.
Nobody wants to see 15 tiles of difficulty 1 multiple times.
Yeah, no, but wait, I have your order wrong. Let me swap you around. You guys saw nothing. I had who caught that I had them the wrong way around on stream. Make sure I'm actually getting it. I'm pretty sure I am. Yeah, I am. Yep, got through difficulty 1. They're on to difficulty 2. They're getting the octagons and bridges added now.
I mean, worst case scenario, we hit the wall and we see that level to the point where we end up breaking through it for our next tilt.
Yeah, the thing is like I think what will end up being the strategy for this is to randomize levels until you get one that's actually possible. Because some of these high levels are could be pretty rough. All right, Drahuska on to 2.
So you're saying that people just need to start leveling up their RNG skills.
I mean, you could look at the level and see if you think the level's too hard, you can just hit the randomize button again. Which makes it a lot easier than it could be. But because we can't see the levels, like if one person just got really unlucky, I'd feel bad for that. So I'm like, you guys can re-randomize. It gets rid of a bit of the RNG, but does mean that like in theory the levels you're beating are not going to be as hard as they could be. But the goal is just sort of see how it goes. I think it works out fine because I have the like level length. So if you cheese some difficulties and then get to a high level that isn't proper, once the level start getting longer, you're gonna have a bad time. That's not my problem. We could just enjoy you trying to struggle through some harder levels. And 15 tiles isn't that long. It's about the same length as level. It is the exact same length as 27 to 29. So
that's difficulty 9.
Difficulty 10. The difficulty.
I'll figure out the difficulty numbers eventually.
Yeah, it's divide by 3, round down, and then add 1. So you're close. You just have to add you just have to add 1 at the end. And the reason for that is that because difficulty levels 1 and 2 are difficulty 1, so they round down to 0. So difficulty 1 shows up at level 0, which is the confusing part. Well, Drew's got a fun level 4. She got a wrong way Z-bridge into a keyhole and then had to like deal with the uphill. Which is like for a tilter first skill, not too bad. But I know for a lot of newer tilters, that's a very deadly combo.
Yep.
And Voca got a squeegee here. Maybe it would have just been faster to re-randomize the level so you didn't get the squeegee, but
what was fun in that?
Yeah, I guess.
There's no fun in re-randomizing it.
I was just posing some potential strategy that you could have in this game mode. If you see a very slow level like that, you'd be like, yeah, I don't want to do that. Re-randomize. Like from difficulty 9 onwards, you might just want to re-randomize it whenever you see a bumper maze. The bumper mazes are so slow that like if you just see one, you might as well re-randomize the level.
Okay, we'll just re-randomize that.
Yeah, maybe just re-randomize that one, Voco. Sounds like a good idea. Drahuska doesn't even check the levels. She just sends. No matter what it is, she'll be able to pass it, right? That's how the tilts work. Just don't scuff.
I mean, the nice thing about this is that none of us gets 50 balls anyway, so this is, I guess, a reasonable attempt at how we each would clear each level difficulty anyways.
Yeah,
I don't know
obviously
if
we have a
it'll-
little bit of lower marble count because all of us just got on, so there's like the time it takes for viewers to get in. So, but I appreciate all the people popping in to watch. Because I was like, if you only have 3 or 4 marbles, it's gonna be a little bit worrisome.
Yeah, but 3 or 4 marbles is usually the amount we have anyways.
Yeah.
Like, are we really losing out on anything in that regard?
I'm gonna
Probably
add
not.
I'm gonna add TiltersUnite to the marble pool.
Yeah, we probably should.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Did IB get this into the schedule?
Yeah.
Or is that next week?
We posted an event for it. We need to do the event for the next week. So we've had 2 events posted so far. Yeah, it's gone into the app, so they've worked.
Yeah, so it was in the app.
Yeah. The last
It
2
is
have
in
been
the
in the app. Ooh, Drahuska. Okay, well, both of you guys have managed to scuff now, so we clearly see that difficulty, it's 4 and 5 are very hard.
You know, right?
Alright, you're both on difficulty
We
5
should,
now.
are we like counting scuffs as like a tiebreaker?
No. That's actually an interesting idea, but I'm just treating it as a time loss. If you scuff, you're losing time, and that's the punishment. But you could, in theory, tiebreak it where if you have more scuffs but the same level, you thing. But then there's like an advantage like scuffing early compared to scuffing late. So, like not all scuffs are made
It
equal.
would be overall scuffs. So it's like you wouldn't want to scuff early because it's total scuffs.
Yeah, but is a scuff a good thing or a bad thing? Because if it's a good thing, if it's a bad thing, then you're already losing time for a scuff. So, like you're already being punished for scuffing. So why are you tie breaking off it?
Hmm.
If you're making it a good thing, then because already a negative, then like people could intentionally scuff to get an advantage by like scuffing right at the start of a level. So it's a hard thing to balance. I'm sort of just ignoring it for now. Oh my god, Voco's getting ahead of Drahuska. Can't believe he gained this advantage from starting early at the start.
And that was after Drahuska had a slight lead.
Drahuska had an awkward text tile that split her group, so she's just having to stall for it. But now they're both on the same difficulty. Difficulty 6. So this adds in vents and stuff like that. Sidesteps, pyramids are next difficulty, so you're safe from pyramids for now. You get drop corner skips to difficulty 7. You got window roofs as well.
I think we're fine
pinfields.
until we get V3 S curves.
Yeah, that will be difficulty 12. So you got a little while to get there. We're at about 32 minutes in, so about 8 minutes. But yeah. It looks fast right now, but I'm pretty sure it's going to slow down a lot as I get to higher levels because you'll start get stuff like pinfields and stuff. Although pinfields shouldn't actually be that bad, just because the levels are only 15 tiles. Because typically when you have pinfields show up, your levels are about an extra 5 tiles long. So, I said, I think once you start getting up to the high levels, there might be just randomizing levels if you see something bad, because just blindly playing through the levels, we'll see. I won't say it's impossible, but
I mean, me and Drahuska just agreed to just blindly play the levels without looking
I
at
think
them,
you've already
so.
done that, but yeah. Okay, Drahuska passing her level on to difficulty 7 now, so that is the drop tiles, and Voco matching up as well. So you can see the new pinfield and window room already for Drahuska. She's just showing off the new tiles. Voco doesn't have anything new yet. I think the staircases will probably be the first new one, outside of the obviously small upgrade to the clock and sliding bridge going faster, but those are fairly minor. But yeah, the staircase here for Voco losing some sidewalls. Not really an issue for him. I think Drunk Steve is new to difficulty 7, so that's another new one. Drahuska with her Drunk Steve as well. That's a very nice block from the Drunk Steve and Drahuska, but she gets through it. Both of them going fairly well. Voco going to take the corner though. Being another group.
At
Drahuska
least we can
floating
all
through.
agree that the goal at the end being the same spot is still probably the best thing ever.
Possibly. Tina wants her to be a goalkeeper though. There's an approval coming with first chat on the TU channel. Welcome in. We're doing sandbox, so you're not getting points, but just having one message will get you marble in for every level from these two, so good to see your balls. We got a lot of marble skins on Voco's side, but not many on Drahuska's side. I still don't know what's up with the marble skins in the sandbox. It seems a bit random. Is Drahuska alive? Yeah. I'm like, did one of the marbles fly backwards? No, we're good. Play for active chatter, Malaga? Yes. Play for active chatter. Alrighty.
I could be wrong, but I believe they're based on what you have in your loadout.
Yeah, I was thinking it was loadout, but a lot of plastics means it might be a loadout plus, like, I don't know what causes people to actually properly load out. Alright. Voco passes level, Drahuska has a
Difficulty
oopsie.
random viewers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still have to think this through.
Think it through as much as you want. You're ahead of Drahuska by a full level because she scuffed right at the end of her level. Ooh, is that first pyramid? Let's go. Difficulty 8 for pyramid.
And the Infinity Bridge.
Alrighty, UCL.
That's the Infinity Bridge and the Tilting Annoyance.
Yeah, there's a bigger like disconnect on this board that Drahuska's running for the seams of the tiles. There's like slightly offset at the end for some reason. Jack mentioned it to me. I'm like, I'm pretty sure like all the boards are like that. It's just that the wooden like bowling alley board that Voco has is so noisy that it's harder to spot the disconnect on the one that Drahuska's on Drahuska's one because the lines are so clear. It's much more visible to see the difference. Yeah, hopefully everything on your side goes all right, ECL. No one put to be a backup for your match time slot. We got Drahuska being a backup for our own match, and ECL posted for a backup for this match. But no one posted backup times for the next match, so we'll see. Alright, Drahuska getting past our level now. Because you don't have like the stat scene. I'm like, how many marbles does Voco? He has 3. Okay, he's good. I cannot see some of his balls on the board though.
I see how it is, Troll Boost.
I thought we had a Voco Malaga match recently, but we haven't.
No, we've been avoiding that because Malaga said he's retiring from WTA the moment that happens.
Oh, okay. Well, we have a pullout from ECL. So do you want to do another match, Voco?
I don't know. Maybe Malaga wants to.
I mean, Malaga's playing in the match, so we did a replacement for ECL versus Malaga.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Where we're at with that. Random viewers.
Right. Yep. Difficulty 9. Re-randomize. Go. Yes, Malaga versus Malaga. That sounds like a good match, Malaga.
I mean, Malaga is the king of tilts
It's the
and
daily battle.
the guy is the king of tilts and lord of yeets as self-styled by Malaga himself.
So true, Malaga. Hitting us with the words of wisdom.
Look,
Right,
if
both-
Malaga faces himself, at least he wins. I mean, he also loses, but he also wins.
What if it's a draw? If it's a draw, do you both win and lose still?
No, that's just a draw.
So you could draw, and then there won't be a win and a lose.
What's the fun in that?
I mean, I'm just saying it could happen. Yeah, we're at the fun difficulties now, so they have to be a little bit more careful. Yeah. Hide yourself, yeah. Remember, we're at difficulty 9. Some of the stairs have gaps in them. Pro tip.
I know, right? The amount of times I've scuffed because I'm like, oh crap, I forgot the stairs have gaps in them.
And remember, at difficulty 11, the octagons miss a corner.
Okay, let me get to difficulty 11 first. I know that 33 is essentially my PB at this point, but
You got
at least
24
let me
minutes.
get there.
You got 24 minutes to get there. How many times can you scuff a difficulty 10? Both of you got some very fun combos on this level. Vogue gave it an awkward float into a triple island, which he handles smoothly. And on Drahuska's side with the drawbridge. Now a clock. Voco with his 3 in the window room. Bit of an
One of the
awkward...
benefits of only ever having 3 marbles when I reach this difficulty is that I have no issue doing it with 3 marbles.
Yep, you got the experience. That's the benefit of being in high levels as well. You get so used to just like something stupid scuffing down on a low marble count that you just always tilting with like, I'm so used to tilting with 3 marbles from having to slog through high levels where like some stupid combo pushed me down to 3 and I'm like, well, I guess this is all I have for the rest of this like 20 tile level. But yeah, on to 10 for Voco. He's done 9 in difficulties. I'm always feeling I should make the score the actual difficulty you're on. It feels like that would be nicer.
Nope. Ignore that.
But I think the math works out nicer. I display the number of levels you've beaten. But the difficulty number also feels nicer. Thoughts, chat?
Oh my god,
There's a gap in the
holes
stairs, by the way,
happen.
Voco. Yeah. I mean,
This
I
might
gave
take
you
some time.
I did warn you before. You really can't say I didn't warn you. Okay, Drahuska's onto difficulty 10 as well now. Oof, ACL. Yeah, and I know IB. Like such an IB move. Oops, there's no... Even, like, the fact that I literally told him, like, probably like a minute ago, there's gaps in the stairs, by the way, guys, and then he proceeds to fall into the gap. Like, that's really an IB move. Chat reminds him about something, then he forgets and still fails it.
I don't know where Jack and myself ended up ahead here, but sure.
The camera didn't follow them, so it's good, right?
I know, that's the thing. And it's like they're ahead. I'm like, okay, I'm fine with this.
Yeah, I had that happen once where I like intentionally rolled a marble into a corner ahead of me, and I rolled back up to him like, oh wow, a marble just appeared. Cool, free marble.
They're the anti-LT marbles. They roll ahead.
Yeah,
and
it's the
reappear once
opposite.
you get
It's
to
opposite
them.
of it's the opposite of LT safety marbles.
It's like, well, the marbles have learned to wait for the group now.
Truly a beautiful thing to see. Just a bit of an awkward combo there. Nice float through the star. With a vent that she just goes around it, and Voco with his drop tile. Double rhythm section for Drahuska. Weaving around, she gets a harder rhythm section at next level. So, more holes to have to avoid. Tilting tile of Voco. What's after the tilting tile? He doesn't even check it. He's just going to send it. I'm like, if that was like a triple island, I would have been very worried, but he just scuffs.
And we scuffed it.
Aww. Drahuska goes to the drop tile skip and gets over it. He's on to Difficulty 11. You were so close, Voco. Maybe look at the tile ahead so you can you don't just send it to the tilty tile.
No, that's cheating. Do you agree that that's cheating? That's cheating. You don't need to do that.
Yeah.
Look, it's the
Nice.
big balls.
Yeah, big
It's
balls.
the big ball color.
Yeah, now you get 3 big balls and go through the level faster to save time.
No,
the
we
floating
have
island.
Infinity Bridge. Get that on the next time round.
Hopefully. Are you gonna make that?
No, we're not making that.
Yeah. Drop tile for Drahuska. Camera's being a good time for her as well. She's the exact same combo as Voco of drop tile into stairs. She managed to jump the gap, but unfortunately the extra tile ahead didn't prep her, so she has to go again. Another big balls for Voco. Good float that time with a window room after.
Oh my
Whiz to
god,
the
these
side,
balls.
but then yeah. I'm like, it's gonna whip to the side of the window room and then die to a freaking hole. I do not like that strat. For that exact reason. Whenever I go for that strat, I'm always good at that exactly happening. So I almost always avoid it.
Okay.
My net is lagging. That's good. Okay, Voco coming off. Floating to Zebridge. I realize it's not 33, so it's actually fairly safe. Because if that's at 33, that's a very annoying one. Ooh, Voco's got some fun stuff on his side. But times afterwards, nice. That'd have been a very awkward group to keep if you didn't have a quarter straight after. Just flying off the star. Voco just getting some split bumpers and splitting up for it. Voco around the octagons. A little bit of a splash, but group should be able to make it to the button gate. This is another tile that you have to restart the level on. So if you scuff this level, Voco, that gate would still be closed, so you wouldn't be able to get through that tile.
Yeah.
And that's why
I
I'm like,
assume that we just reset it by default.
yeah, I'm just saying that's
Default
the
rules
reason why I
just
made the
reset.
reset by default, because there's just 2D tiles that just break once you get to higher levels. That it's just like, oh no. I wouldn't want to have people like actively just tilting further and then having to restart
I
because they
blame
get
the
the impossible
15
thing.
tile length here.
That's the
If it
standard
was like
length of
10 tiles, I would have cleared it the first time.
the standard length of these. This difficulty is standardly 50 tiles. You've literally got
Oh, it is
the
15.
standard
Okay,
level
fair enough.
29,
Standard.
27 to 29.
Okay, fine.
Like this is the canonical difficulty of this range. You just have to beat one at level 27.
Look, once I figure this out, I'll be good when I encounter the difficulty in my regular tilt.
Yeah, you're not even getting sent back to level 1 whenever you scarf. Come on, guys.
I know, right?
Alright, Drahuska on to difficulty 12. So this is now tier 3 S curves. And no, well, what's all the major changes? Keys move fast. Voco, what the fuck are you doing? I
Look, you
guess
gotta
it
throw in a
worked,
skip.
but okay.
Gotta throw in a skip once in a while.
Yes, ECL, but you have to remember that levels 3 to 5 is 15 tiles. So from difficulty 2 onwards, it's shorter than the actual difficulty is in live tilts. But yes, it is fairly long. It's mainly there just to it's to avoid people cheesing a difficulty, because if you make it too short, you just re-roll until you get like a super easy level, which in theory you can still do, but the more tiles you have, the harder it is to do that. I was actually considering making it 20, but I thought 20 might be too long. Oof, unfortunate one there for Drahuska. Voconathem has a chance to get some comeback in. We're about halfway in the time, I think. Oh no, we're not. We're way beyond that. Okay, we've got 14 minutes left. I thought we were going to be like 20 minutes when I checked. You were testing out today? Nice, yeah. It's a balancing act because you want it to be long enough that you get enough tiles to like properly test the difficulty. Ooh, nice bounce there from Voco. Hitting the cradle to regrew the marbles. Clean. Perfectly calculated from Voco there.
Look, we just need to get across this bridge and we're good.
Exactly. Now the Drahuska is good, but she's got a nice easy one. And over the bridge. Ooh. Pulling it close to the side there. Voco on to difficulty 11 now. Remember the octagons. Yeah, trying to remember what other changes are. So you get.
I mean, I have actually seen this difficulty, so I'm good. It's the next difficulty that I've never seen anything.
Yeah, so level 33, which is what Drahuska has. She's got the square mazes, I was about to say. Replacing the wall of squares. It makes it technically slightly easier. This is one of the ones where I'm like, in theory, this difficulty could actually be easier than the previous one. The big balls get the hole in the middle, which is a big one. So you can't just stay in the big balls and circle it for ages. One-sided triple islands. Drizzle's got. My dad's having a good time today. I'm gonna quickly check. What is the difficulty 33? Difficulty 12, all level 33 changes. The diagonal gets cut away, squares get replaced, the zebras get cut out, the clock gets a cutout, the hammer loses its sidewalls, the what? The ramps change? Triple ramps lose some sidewalls. The side steps get smaller corners. The puzzle squeegee shows up. S curves change. The bunker tile has a hole at it, I think, and loses some walls. The button gate has its wall shape changed. The keys start moving faster. The split bumper, I think, gets an extra hole. Triple island loses the side. Big balls loses the middle. The drop tile has the wall split from the outside to the inside. Square maze and the
Really?
HPG, yeah. I think Drahuska. Oh no. Yeah, that's a tough
That was at the
combo
end
there.
too. That was
That's a tough
literally at
one.
the end of the level.
Yeah, that's the pain of trying to figure out how long I want to make the levels for. Is when you have it 15 tiles and you scuff on the 15th tile. You're like, well, that's great. Drahuska got the change
It's
on
still
the drop tile.
preferable than losing and having to start from level 1.
Yeah, exactly. I thought I could keep the levels at like somewhat decent length because of that, but still something to pay attention to.
Well, it still needs to be long enough so that you could see decent combos as well as you go through them.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I
I
think.
like to
Someone
see some wild combos as well if I'm going to scuff, you know?
yeah, it's like I think somewhere between 15 to 20 tiles is good. I think 10 would be terrible, but it'd be a bit short. The pain for me is like I would want longer levels, but I feel like doing 20 levels at difficulty 1, 20 tiles at difficulty 1 is painful. It's not that bad because it's like in the grand scheme of the entire match, not that much time. So I don't think it matters too much, but yeah. This is what I'm saying. I don't think the difficulty cap matters too much for these players because do they get there in time? They are both getting close to their PVs though. So Drahuska's PB is in difficulty 14. And Voco, your PB is this difficulty or is it next difficulty?
33, so it should be the next
33.
one.
Yeah. Where if we have a match with like potentially like the next match or something, you did 100 tiles? Okay, I was about to say that's crazy, but then I realized that's not actually that crazy in the grand scheme, because that used to be the length of the high levels. For a little bit, the high levels were 100 tiles long, so... Oh, yeah, vents, by the way, Voco. They're a little bit steep. Well, again, at least you discovered some crazy combo. It gets hard on the wrist. It's such a weird thing for me. I hear so many people having wrist issues with tilts, and I'm like, I've like never had that. I've had issues with other games, but for me, tilt has like been pretty chill. Like I think the worst game for wrist was Osu for me. But that's just RSI. Because like sustained like 120 plus BPM. Oh, it's probably higher than 120. But like sustained like higher BPM tapping is rough. Yeah, wrist angle might matter. Wait, Drews is also a catch enjoyer? Crazy. That's a fun fact. Just the like streamer that I modded for, UA, she was like top 200 catch player when she actively played. not that good now, but when she was active.
I mean, that helping hands has potential to help us scuff, but no.
Yes, some potentially
Wouldn't be
helpful
helping hands.
hands.
That wasn't big.
Drahuska, the bit of a rough spread. 7 minutes left. Voco. Hey, yeah, trap tile. Bit of a fun one there for Drahuska. Trap tile the bridge. Voco zooming through. Yeah, I have like a half keyboard. So I just have it like angled a little bit to make it a bit nicer on me, but before that I think I don't know. I was fairly fine with it, but I probably like I shifted my keyboard to make sure it was actually comfortable. Oh yeah, just remember the octagon. Drop tile for Foco. He's still got the outer wall. It's funny because last year I was asking how many people still do that strat that Voco's doing for drop tiles. So I'm feeling that most of the top tilters have swapped to the other one just because it's so much nicer for the really high difficulty drop corners. Trying to like land in the corner is rough. Drahuska's got a fun one. Helping hands events, helping hands. You know, Voco, you sort of want to... Wow. Impressed.
I know.
I was like,
Yeah, I know.
you want to hit that corner, right? And then you like perfectly curve around and then land in the bottom corner, like clean.
We take those saves.
Yeah, by the way, that corner disappears in 2 difficulties.
I'll deal with that in 2 difficulties if I actually get there.
Yeah, no, I think you'll run out of time. You got 5 minutes, so.
I would at least like to make it to my PB difficulty.
Yeah, that'd be good.
You know? Okay. Which is this one?
Let's go.
The dreaded level version 3 S curve?
Yeah, we had a big debate, and a lot of people say that the V3S goes easier, so you'll have an easy time,
It's also
right?
steeper, so I don't know.
No, it's the same steepness.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because the
Apparently-
original V1 S curve was exactly equal to the tilt angle. So this is literally zero.
Oh.
There's no way that. What the? What? I guess it
Yeah,
works.
wow.
Never mind. Oh,
Yeah, we have 3 balls.
it works. Yeah, at level 30, the flippers start flipping, which I forgot about, but Drahuska had one of those. Yeah, 4 minutes left. Yeah, Drahuska says you to get Esco. Like, that's like the weird thing with this. It's like, because the levels are short, you can just like not get tiles. Hence why I'm like, it's a bit rough here to reroll it, but if you don't let rerolls happen, you can just get like, well, yeah, levels become impossible is the main issue. You have to reroll difficulties because you'll hit a trap tile or a gate style to just make the level impossible. So you have to allow rerolls. I couldn't even enforce no rerolls because it would then mean if you scuff a level, you're just soft locked. And the annoying thing is that even in the playtest mode, which is supposed to have fixed that issue, it still happens. I ended up testing last night the button gate and the button maze, and both of them are also bugged. The button gate doesn't reset its position when you scuff, so it fully locks you out. The button maze resets its position, which is good, but the button is bugged where the first time you activate it, it doesn't reactivate the gate, so you have to double hit the first button to actually open. Alright, 2 minutes 30 left, both of them just scuffs, so they're both starting off fresh levels. I was worried these levels would be too easy for them if they just re-roll them to get a good level. But I think the not checking the level in advance to re-roll stuff that looks too bad, and
Well, if you scuff enough, you'll get an easy level eventually anyway.
yeah, I mean, like if you do that, I'm fine with it. It was people that were like super messering it, where they like hard to re-roll until they get an easy level and then play it. But we don't have that yet. I'm curious to see what happens if people start doing that, and whether they have to change the game mode for it.
But yeah, I feel like it's really showing that this is in fact my PB difficulty level.
Yeah. Again, and it's not much easier than what you'd get anyway, because it's only 2 tiles shorter than the actual difficulty that it's supposed to be. Those hammers are quite fast.
Yeah, they are. Thought I got past it there, but evidently I didn't.
Let's go with the speed strat. Smoothly in. Okay. I was about to say, I thought Drizzle was about to just stall on the slider and have it slide out from under her. I was like, oh no, please. Alright, Voco peel it out through that pyramid and just straight through. Yeah, that works. We need those marbles anyway. Four marbles still. Drew's having to manage her button gate. She's at difficulty
Imagine
13.
if Malaga did murder tilts at these difficulties.
I think that would traumatize the tilters. They would not want to tilt again. Difficulties like 4 and 5 are too much already. For most of them. Dude, give them events. Man, that would be a struggle. But yeah, on Drahuska's level, the difficulty 13, these button gate tile has a lot of its corners removed, so she has no corner on the entrance, and her exit corner is off the button. So you can see the difference between Voco and Drahuska. There's only one level difficulty difference, But Voco's got that extra corner there that it's going to go around to, where Drahuska has to float around the entire way. And as Voco wants to leave it, he can corner on that exit. Although he floats it as well, but when you see larger marble groups, it's important to those corners. The corner of the button is a bit rough at times.
Oh, we lost them there.
Oh, I thought you had it. And then Drahuska with a classic. She loves pyramids. She loves pyramids. Let's go. Okay, I think that's overtime. Yeah, that's overtime.
I'd say getting to your PB difficulty level is reasonable for this format.
Yeah, just give me one more attempt. I'll let her give one more attempt. You can go again as well, Voco, if you want. One more.
No, I'm good.
Okay, GG's. But
But
yeah,
I'd say making it to your PB difficulty level is a success for this format.
I mean, yeah, that's sort of the goal of the format, is to sort of let people push the distance to what they're actually going to struggle with. And especially with the not getting set back to level 1, it makes it much more feasible. Because like, if you got set back to level 1 after scuffing difficulty 4, oof.
Well, even then, it's not like I've perfected difficulty 11 or 10.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then it's still some practice for those as well.
It would just be interesting to see the different skill levels how it goes. I think for you guys, it worked out quite well. And this match probably basically came down to Drahuska having slightly more experience with difficulty 12 and 11. Because she's gone to 39 before, and Voco's only gotten to 33. Drahuska really... These hands are very much helping her. Oof.
Yeah,
She
they're
had
helping hands. They tend to do that.
She had a moment there where she probably... Oh, it would have been hard because of the if it was a lower difficulty keyhole, she could have sent into the keyhole and then like had it cornered there. Drahuska losing her marbles. What was after the keyhole there? We can't see it. Anyway. GG's, Drahuska. Taking it by 1 difficulty.
Okay. Thank you.
So how did you find it, Drahuska?
Actually, it was pretty fun. Like trying it. It was a little. I don't know exactly, but yeah, it was interesting for sure.
Yeah, it's got a bit more variety than the sandbox format, but it just means you're gonna get pushed to harder levels. How did you find the length of the levels? Do you think that was a good length?
That is one of the things. Like, yes and no. I think the scuffs are a little bit too much because of it, depending on where you scuff. But yeah, like 10 would be a little bit too low, but 15 is on that like cusp of maybe okay, but
15,
yeah.
15 I find is the sweet spot. Maybe for like the first few difficulties, lower it to 10, but then you have to remember to up the number of tiles later. But
Yeah. It basically comes down to, because if you have more tiles, it takes longer to get to high difficulties, so you have a bit more of a ease into it. If you reduce it down to say 5 to 10 tiles, you'll get up to those high difficulties a lot faster, but then you'll be stuck basically running your head against the wall on the final difficulties for like half the time. And so I think it's balancing. I mean, we might lower it to like 12 or 13 tiles and see how it goes. But yeah, did you want to stick around
yeah,
for
I think
another?
15 is fine.
Did you want to try it again, Voco, with a different tile count against Malaga?
No, just get ECL to do it.
ECL can't because he's gotten called for an emergency.
Oh.
So we're looking for a replacement. So it's like either you wanted to
Well,
stay on, or if you wanted to both stop, we can try and figure something out. We got IB here. Surely
I'm not
IB can
going
sub
anywhere.
in.
Or unless IB, we could get IB to sub in if you could convince IB to do it.
Let's just
That way
reschedule.
Malaga doesn't have to retire because he faced me. But yeah, it's fine, Malaga, if you're okay with.
I already have my distance run open,
Sure.
Malaga, and I already have it left open from the thing, so I'm not fast. You'll be leaving in a few minutes, so you guys, yeah, you're all good. Did you want to have a match, Malaga against Voco then? Because it seems like you're okay with that, Voco.
Yeah, the question is, I mean, Malaga said he's also fine with reschedule.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess we're doing it.
Sounds good. I guess we'll go on to a break for a little bit so we can prep for the next match. But do you think to say a shout out
No.
before you go, Drahuska? We'll start with you first.
Not really. Just enjoy the next match, everyone.
Yep. Thank you for playing, Drahuska, and trying the new format. And you, Voco, anything you have to say or shout out?
Nope. Nothing here.
Alrighty, we'll go on to a break and be back for the next match shortly. I need to start the timer. I keep forgetting to do that, and then it's always messy. I'm organized. Trust me, guys. We will see you all in a bit. Bye bye.